My name is Lena and I am the Chief Operating Officer at Noma. I started out in music and trained as an opera singer and a classical pianist, into finance, into strategy, into food, into Noma. If there's a common thread there, it's probably curiosity. When I first heard about the opportunity, I didn't know so much about the Noma organization. I didn't know about the products and the documentaries and the publications, MAD or not-for-profit, the residencies, all of these things that had come from the restaurant. It was really the right time for Noma. Almost 2 decades into their journey, where do we go from here with all the things we have going on? It was a real inflection point for the organization, and also a fantastic opportunity for me to come in and really help them deliver the ambitions for the future. There is so much to be proud of with what this incredible team has achieved over the last few years, but from a personal perspective, I think certainly one of my proudest moments is when my family got to come here and dine, because the thing about Noma is it's a bit hard to describe. You kind of have to experience it to really sort of get what all the fuss is about, so being able to experience it with them was a really proud moment for me. What inspires me so much about working here is the unwavering commitment to excellence. And it's in some ways familiar to me because that's also very common in the world of classical music, is just this endless pursuit and repetition and rehearsal and striving always for that artistic perfection. And we never get there, and no one ever gets there, and you come back the next day and you try again. That's something that speaks to me very deeply at a personal level, and it's also something that I admire so much in people. Every day is like a new performance, it's a new day, it's new guests coming in the door, a new audience, and just that unwavering commitment to a standard I find incredibly inspiring, and I'm frankly quite in awe of my colleagues a lot of the time. I think one of the values that I was brought up with, and I think it's true of many upbringings in Ireland, is openness and communication. It's something that we often take for granted, just being quite an open-hearted nation, and it's something that I've come to appreciate a lot living and working abroad, that we have an ease of connecting with other people and can lead to really beautiful relationships, both in professional and personal settings. That Irish welcome is a strong characteristic from home. The iconic Irish food and flavour, I think Guinness immediately comes to mind, though the further you go from St. James's Gate, I think the harder it is to get a good pint. Another ingredient that I often think about is actually carrageen moss. Not a lot of people know this, but eating seaweed is an ancient practice in Ireland, often served as a pudding. And yeah, I think it's interesting that that's a flavour that now is coming back into sort of the local gastronomic landscape, but actually has its roots way back to sort of prehistoric times. I am so excited about the future of Noma. We have so many plans, so many ideas, so many projects that we're working on. The future of Noma will be about sharing the work that we do here in so many different ways, far beyond the 4 walls of the restaurant. It's a real honour and a privilege to be part of the journey.